Hello, everyone, and welcome to the I Don't Know But podcast with your host, Angel.
And Imani.
Presented to you by our Heavenly Father, a.k.a. the Big G-O-D. In today's podcast, it's our... It's our first episode. And, Mother, I can't read that.
What do you mean you can't read
I can't
that?
read it. Your handwriting is so...
Oh. Okay. So
Anyways.
in today's podcast, since she can't read my handwriting, it's our first episode, and we are so excited to share our lives with you.
Oh my gosh. Anyways.
So...
Why is the...
a few, I guess days, a couple of weeks ago, Angel came to me. Let's talk about why
First
Angel
of
came
all,
to
hold
me.
on, wait. Can you stop using your on the phone voice, please?
This is my regular phone, my regular voice. Anyway, so Angel came to me because Angel graduated from high school. And I said, Angel, you need to find a job, go to college, or something, because you draining me. The money.
You acting like I be up under you.
No, I'm not talking about up under me. I'm just saying, like, your wants and needs become outrageous sometimes. Like, that's
not true.
Angel's that person
I be asking for random stuff, like normal stuff.
If I go out by myself, I might spend $10. If I take Angel with me, it's easy $80
No,
to $300
but no, we're not even gonna talk about, because you the
outing.
one, you be sitting there like you be the one buying most of the stuff for yourself.
No, it's not.
Yes, you do.
She causes me to spend. But let's not get off track.
I don't cause you to spend.
So, myself, after high school, I decided to go to college. I went to Michigan State University. I knew I wanted to get out of my house. But I think I made things so comfortable for Angel that she don't want to leave. So she decided that she wanted to take a little break, which is fine. I don't force college on any of my children.
First of all, none of them wanted to leave. We're not just going to iterate.
No.
Angel just decided, no.
We're talking with Angel right now.
Because the boy's still here too, and they 23
they are.
And 21 years old.
They are.
Why are they still sitting in the house?
They are. But they working too. So let's go back to what I was saying.
I'm 18. They haven't.
What I had said was, I asked Angel what she want to do, and she said she don't want to go straight to college, which is fine. I don't think any child should be forced to go to college, because that's just a waste of money if they're not ready. But I said she gonna have to find something to do to occupy her time, to get some finances, cash, something flowing into her pockets so she could stop using my pocket.
Okay.
And so, I guess about a week or so ago, Angel came to me and she was like, Mom, why don't we do a podcast?
Because originally, we already had a YouTube channel that we created like 2 years ago when I was 15. I'm 18 now. 4 years ago, something like that. Anyways, but we created a YouTube channel and we only put out one video. Because Mom, I don't know, I didn't really want to do it like that. It wasn't really but I know that I be talking a lot, and I have my own YouTube channel, so that's why the podcast idea came to be, because I was like, why not make a podcast? Because I be sitting, Mom be getting mad at me for sitting in my room talking to myself. So I might as well put it out to everybody.
I don't get mad at you. It's just a little concerning, because Angel's the type of person, she'll talk to herself and then she'll talk back.
I'm thinking,
not. Like, is she on the phone?
I don't
Is she
ever
talking
talk
to
back
the screen?
To
like, and because her bedroom is like literally sharing a wall with mine, I can hear everything. Like not everything, but some of everything. But when she be talking to herself, I'm like, I gotta text her like, I hope you're on the phone, because you scaring me right now. So I guess it is kind of a little fear.
I'm not talking.
I don't know what's going on.
I'm not talking back. I'm not sitting over here having a full-blown conversation. I'm just speaking out loud. I swear I'm not. Mom.
But anyway, so I thought the idea of doing a podcast, because I resigned from my job as well back in the end of June. And I was kind of sitting here for the past 3 months. Well, a couple of the months I was just like, I'm chilling. It's the summer. I'm going to do concerts. I'm going to hang out with my friends. I'm going to travel a little bit, and then I'll think about what it is I want to do in my next journey. But I just couldn't really figure anything out. Nothing was coming to me. And when she came in, I said, you know what? It's a good idea. It's a way for me to kind of get my juices flowing mentally and, prayerfully help some people out there with this bond that my daughter and I have. So I was like, okay. But just like, because my child is spoiled, she want me to do everything. And I was like, no, you're going to have to do the bulk of it. I'm the financier, okay? It's like, Mom, I need this money for this and I need this money for that. I get that. But all that technical.
But she wasn't even giving me ideas. She was just like, you got it. Social media
stuff, she got that. But she didn't want to have that. She wanted Imani to do that.
Mother.
I know. But anyway, I know.
It's literally on there.
I know. But anyway, so here we are.
You acting like you ain't been saying my name the whole entire time.
So here we are, and we kind of named it, I don't know, but because Angel's response to everything is, I don't know.
Literally. I don't know. Literally.
And so I was like, oh my God, like this, and she's a smart girl, but her response to everything is, I don't know.
Because I'm indecisive. That's my issue.
That's something she's going to have to work on. She's going to have to work. I'm very
I can really
AD
pick
personality.
what I want for dinner. Do you really understand? Do you know that, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
She's a passenger princess. So she kind of wants everybody to do everything for her.
No, that's not the truth. Y'all just be offering, not be taking.
Yeah, okay.
It's a difference.
Anyway, so the name kind of came out because, we didn't want to use our YouTube name that we had.
Because it was bland and boring.
And I was like, well, what do you want to call it? What do you want to call it? What do you want to name it? I don't know. So I was like, okay, well, we just going to name it I don't know. And then the butt part, I can't remember where the butt part came from. Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
From online?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, we put it together. We did a little Canva markup on, for our logo.
It's been a lot. Putting me through stress. Yelling and screaming in my ear. Being irritated with me.
Yeah, because everything was, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do that. And I'm like,
no,
I'm the research queen.
I need help. And you didn't even want to do that.
Yeah, because sometimes you have to think for yourself.
I do.
Sometimes you really have to think for yourself. I'm so different. I was raised different.
Okay, but
I'm very independent. I research everything. I'm the sleuthie queen. If it can't be found, then it doesn't exist. That's just how I am when it comes to research. So with her, if she doesn't know it off her head, she doesn't think the next step to do is to research.
You have to realize that I grew up in a spoiled behind house, not just from you, but from my father as well. So that's just, it don't come naturally to me. I wasn't a hustle, because I had everything given. So I have to relearn everything.
I take full accountability for my spoiled children.
It's not my fault.
I really do.
But it is my fault.
I failed when it came to that. That's one thing I can say. But
I'm learning, okay?
But I'm teaching her. I'm teaching her
growing, okay?
by saying no right now. When she say I can't, I say, oh, well, until you figure it out, And then when she starts trying to figure it out, then I'll assist. But all that, I'm just going to give it. That stuff is over. 18, it's over.
Okay.
You adulting.
I understand.
You're adulting now. You are so adulting. So that's kind of how this I Don't Know But podcast came to be. And we really do mean I don't know but like we're going to just talk about things that come up in general in life. And it may be some heartfelt conversations. It may be some silly conversations.
I hope I don't cry on this.
Comedy.
I might cry on episode.
Yeah, maybe, depending on what the episode is about. But, that's fine. That's fine. There's no problems with that. So, you want to tell them a little bit about yourself, Angel?
A little bit about me? That's so complex, though. Like, that's just so complex. I'm a very difficult type of person.
But what makes you so difficult?
Just because I don't listen to nobody but myself, okay? Other than God.
Is that the Taurus?
You know what?
Stubborn?
Can we not?
In you?
I guess. That's what you want to call it. I don't call it that, though, because...
Well, what do you call it?
I call it hard-headed. But, yeah.
What makes you hard-headed?
I just told you, I don't like to listen to everybody. I think if it's my way, it's my way, and nobody else's way, sorry, it's my way or the highway, basically.
And how are you going to navigate through life thinking like that?
I don't know. We'll figure it out along the way.
Yeah. What else you want them to know?
I'm hilarious. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I think you're going to learn more about me just by the way I think, I guess. That makes sense. Like, I can't think right now. What is going on? What is that? But I don't even know where my thought process, it literally went out the door. What was I saying?
You're just talking about yourself and how people will learn more about you as they know more about you.
Literally. Like, I think each episode, not only am I going to be learning about myself more, but I'm going to be learning about y'all more, because self-awareness is going to play a part in this, I feel like. Your turn, Mother.
Yeah, like Angel said, I'm quite complex. I have a little more life than she has. So for me, I've been through so many things in my life that I guess like she said, through the podcast and the different episodes, you will learn more about me. What I can say is that this journey is probably what should have been my ministry all along. Kind of reaching out. Yeah, just reaching out to people and helping people. Because that's something that I've done, like through friendships, like with friends and co-workers. I'm the person that, people come, close the door, and want to talk to and feel comfortable doing that. But I think it's time to kind of reach the masses with it, and help a generation. Because, what is it, Gen Z, whatever these young kids are thinking and doing, it's just...
crazy.
They've gone astray.
Crazy. Literally.
They have gone astray. And I know that I've been through so many things in my life so that I, could minister. And this is, not to say this is, a Christian channel or anything like that. But I do believe in a higher power. I have a spirituality about me. But I know I need to help people.
Yeah, me too. That's crazy. Because that was my, reasoning for this, if that makes sense. Because, I was watching this sermon by Pastor Michael Todd. I think it was called... my friend sent it to me. Hold on. Give me a sec.
Yeah, so while she's looking for that, many years ago, when I was, married and my kids were babies, I don't even know if Angel was born at the time. I have 3 children. 2 boys and a girl. The oldest is 23, turning 24. We were born on the same day. Micro preemie. Then my middle was my only full term. He's 21. And then Angel, she was a micro preemie also. And, but I was sitting in church and we had a visiting pastor. And, he sat up there and he said, your ministry is what God allowed you to go through and what he brought you out of, And I heard that years ago, like 20 years ago, probably more than 20 years ago. And I knew, that resonated in my spirit, but I didn't know what to do with it. And, here you have this beautiful child here that places something else in your spirit. And, here we are. We are today.
Because, okay, so this podcast. This sermon that I was watching is called Power Impair. The Power of the pair. And it's by Michael Todd. And he basically talks about, like, how the people that you have in your life can lead you to your purpose. And so it was just crazy for you to say that, because it was just like, Mom, it's just crazy for you to say that, because, like, the people around you can really genuinely help you get to where you need to be. And, like, that's just...
That's deep, because I put on the Master Sensei, I don't even remember the man's name, on YouTube last night. And I wanted Angel to listen, because I said, you know what, we're going into a new journey. Let's get some motivation going on. And one of the things he said is, sometimes when you don't know what it is you need to do in your life, the people around you will help you. And I was struggling. I was like, what the hell am I going to do? You know? Because all I know is I want to be happy.
Yeah.
I want to get up and enjoy the day. Not clock in. You know, not to say that I don't want to be told what to do, but, like, literally, you know, I want to do something I enjoy.
Yeah.
So.
That's crazy.
Thank you, Mommy.
Mom. We're not calling me that on this.
No nicknames on the podcast.
Please don't.
No nicknames on the podcast.
But yeah, that's crazy. Wow, everything really comes together.
It does. Definitely comes together, you know. And I'm grateful. I'm definitely grateful that we are here.
Oh my gosh.
Today.
Wow. God is really gonna speak to you. Like, that's so crazy, because it's like, not only did I get that revelation, but you got that revelation through something else.
I did.
So it's like, it's really crazy. Like,
I did, but the funny part about it is, because she wasn't listening to the YouTube
I was not.
Sensei, I should say. She didn't hear what he was saying, because I feel like if she would have heard it, maybe it would have came out last night instead of this morning. Well, instead of now. Not this morning, really.
Yeah, but the crazy thing is, maybe I didn't really need to hear that, because I already got it. And you needed to hear it more than I did. I
know, but I didn't. Yours is confirmation.
Yeah.
You know, like, anytime you hear, like, you hear it in your spirit, you hear it from someone, but then you hear from somebody else, it's like, oh, wow, that's confirmation.
Yeah.
So I guess I didn't need my confirmation yesterday.
But I got my confirmation, like, because that happened, and then that idea popped into my head, and then I decided to share it with you. But the thing is, I already thought about making a podcast, like, just by myself, though. Mm-hmm. But I never was like, okay, let me put this into fruition. Like, it was never that. But the thought to share it with you was, like, in my head. And it was on my heart heavy, but I don't know. I didn't understand why. That's crazy.
Well, now we understand why. So let's see where this leads us.
Oh my gosh, I'm kind of nervous now. Why?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's exciting. Yeah. You know, it's like you have the path. You're walking down the path. And who knows what's along the path.
I didn't even know this was a part of the path at all for me.
Well, apparently like, it's a part of the path.
I knew that was placed here to help others, because I'm just that type of person, I feel like. But I didn't know that this was where I was supposed to be, like, right now, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think that's just life. Like, if we knew exactly where we were supposed to be in every moment, it would take the wonder
yeah, that's true.
out of life, you know? So right now, this is where we at. And we're supposed to do what we're supposed to do and enjoy it along the way. And there's bumpy roads, there's straight roads, there's hills, there's valleys. And that's just life.
Right.
That's just life, you know.
You know what we should talk about? We should talk about step class. Because we just came from step class. So we should talk about step class.
So, okay. You know, a year and a half, maybe a little longer than that. It's not quite 2 years, but almost. You know, the pandemic was rough. I think the pandemic was rough for a lot of people, a lot of people lost loved ones and friends, and a lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of people struggled mentally, health wise, physically, spiritually. And it was just a rough time. And gratefully I had my job. I had a very good job, and I was able to work from home. But what I was noticing, a sister was gaining weight.
Oh my gosh.
Like I worked hard. Like, before the pandemic, I would walk on my lunch break, an hour lunch break every day. As long as it wasn't raining or whatever, I would walk. So I was maintaining. I had lost like 20 something pounds, maybe even 30 pounds, and I was good. But I was the worker who worked from her bed. I would get up, I would take my shower, brush my teeth, all that good stuff. But I would work from my bed, and it was like, okay, you gaining weight.
I was gaining weight too, heavy.
So yeah,
never will I ever get back to that.
Yeah, Angel's getting up there too.
Ew.
And one of the things, because with school being out, she wasn't walking to school.
Yeah.
And her activity
was very minimal.
Right. Had diminished as well. So I'm a part of a group on Facebook, and I noticed, it wasn't an ad, but a post, for extreme hip hop step. I hope I'm allowed to say that on here, but and I reached out to the instructor, and I was like, I would like to come. Is it possible I could bring my daughter? Because I wasn't sure whether or not the age range was like adult and up, and I think at the time he was like 16.
Yeah, wow, that's crazy.
And she was like, sure, you can bring her. And I just remember, telling Angel or asking, do you want to do the step class with me? And she was like, I don't know. And then she was like, yeah, I'll do it. But then, like with anything, Angel gets this anxiety.
I'm sorry.
Before everything. And it's like unwarranted, because as soon as she does it, she's like, why was I scared to do that?
I do that with everything. It's actually sad. It should not be like that.
Yeah, but she's going to work on that. So, we went to the first class, and of course, we had no idea how to do any of the steps. And there were probably maybe 3 others at the time.
The crazy thing is, though, I picked them steps up like it was nothing, though. Because, I just remember the first day, I was all anxious about it. But literally, it didn't take me that long. It didn't take me that long for it to click in my head, what to do. And so, why was I stressing? I don't know.
Yeah. So, we get to the class, and, they're doing steps that we've never seen before. But we're doing the basics based on what they told us. These are the basics. Just do this if you don't know the step or whatever. And Angel took the bull by the horn, and over the next few months, she was mastering, the steps. And I'm like, see, and you didn't even think that you could do it, and it's just like, as a parent, you have to push your kids, because sometimes they're afraid for whatever reason.
The devil. And
if you don't push them, they'll just stop. They won't even allow themselves to see or try, and I was like, no, we're going to do this. And now, we love the class. Like, for me, it helps with my mental. I've lost 20, I'll be fluctuating. I'm going through that change, but okay. I've lost like 20 I go between like 20 and 24 pounds, from the time I started stepping a year and a half ago. And Angel's probably, you lost about 20 pounds, right?
Yeah, like 30 pounds, because I was like up there, Mom.
Okay, well, she lost about 30,
And I'm
but she also was walking to school,
yeah,
the past year and a half also.
And doing, what's it called?
Yeah, we had a personal trainer also during the summer.
Which was so fun. I miss it so much. I miss you.
But, we love our step class. And, I would suggest anyone out there who is struggling with their weight or their mental or any type of health, issues, just to get into some type of exercise program. Whether, you don't even have to leave your house. Like, turn YouTube on.
No,
they have
real.
a lot.
Literally.
They have a lot of good videos out there. Just even if you just could sit in your chair, Get the legs moving, the arms moving. Use any kind of weight that you have. It doesn't have to be like weights that you purchase.
Right.
It could just be something heavy, 2 pounds or whatever in your room. And just move. Just move your body, because it gets those, whatever those things are in your brain. Listen, I'm not a doctor. I don't know. But, it gets it going. It gets it flowing.
Is it endorphins? Okay, I'm not even going to try.
I don't think it's endorphins. I can't. Listen, I don't know. But, but move. Just if you can get outside and take a walk. Like, I started because I knew financially we couldn't continue with the personal training right now until things get a little better. But I said, you know what? I'm going to start walking. So I made myself a promise for the month of September that I would get out as long as the weather was good and walk daily, as much as I can, just to keep my body moving, especially when we're not working. It's like it helps with the brain. It just helps, and as you get older, you lose some of your brain faculties. Because listen, there's times when I'm sitting up there, I'm playing the $100,000 pyramid with my kids because I can't remember the word or something. It's like I'm describing
everything and trying to figure out what you're talking about.
I'm giving hints and clues, like the yellow, the yellow round thing that was in, and they're like, oh yeah, you talking about the lemon? Oh yeah, that's it. Like it's stuff like that. You just like, what? Oh my goodness, But when I had a very strenuous, high responsibility vocation for 7 years, and I think it just took up all my brain space. And now it's like I still remember a lot of stuff from work, so I got to move that stuff out the way so I can make room for new stuff, because I can barely remember some of the old stuff, So it's like a crouton, it's okay. Like, the bread that you cut into little squares and you got to bake it and add some seasoning and you add it to a set. Like, it's literally the $100,000 pyramid. Like, you're describing what you need the word for.
We be getting it, though. Like, we be like, oh, okay. And I think because we're so used to it.
Yeah, sometimes it's like hints.
Be like,
that you just be like, what?
Yesterday, she was like, do you remember that when the girl walked up on the roof and the man disappeared? I was like, what? I said, huh?
I was trying to remember or recall a song.
Because we was watching a movie.
Yeah, we were watching a really sad movie. And I was trying to recall a song because the person singing for the movie sounded like another person, and I couldn't remember that person's name. But I could remember what the video looked like. And I was like...
She was talking about Tori Kelly, everybody.
Yeah,
Tori Kelly.
I couldn't remember Tori's name. I could not remember Tori's name.
And the fact that I got that, though.
Yeah. So I had to give her some hints, She was sitting
That wasn't even a hint. That was just me knowing how good Tori Kelly is and knowing her videos by heart in my brain.
Like I said, I gave her some hints. And she was able to guess who the person was, So if I ever go on a game show, I am that partner. Because I can give some good hints.
I guess.
Enough where you can guess or whatever. So, but yeah, we love our step class. And, I've been asking my instructor to add some more days. But, she has a life too, so she can't really do that. But to supplement, I walk.
We used to go to the gym.
I still have a gym membership, and I have not used it in a year.
Yeah.
It's been a year.
Oh, my gosh, it's been a year.
Yeah, it's definitely been a year, if not over a year.
Wait, are you sure it's been a year?
Yeah. No, we didn't go this year.
We did go this year.
We did?
Like before before our personal trainer.
We went to the gym?
Yeah, it was like early this year though, because it was still cold outside.
Oh.
Remember?
Well, that tells you.
You don't remember?
We just had a conversation about me not remembering.
Anyway.
So, needless to say, I'm paying for a membership that I don't use.
Because remember, I lost my glasses in the gym?
You did. Oh, yeah, that was earlier this year.
That was early this year.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. Well, we only went a few times, though, because we really wanted to try to lift.
Yeah.
Because with women...
It's so fun.
It tells you, or, research tells you that lifting and building muscle will reduce weight quicker than cardio. So we were like, oh, we're going to go and do the machines. But it seems like every time we went to do the machines, everybody was on the machines. Literally. And it was hard to find the time of day.
It's better with a personal trainer, though, because it's like you have someone pushing you as well.
Yeah.
And I feel like when you're in the gym, it's more like you have to push yourself. Like, unless you have a partner that does it with you. But, like...
Yeah. Plus, we didn't really know what and how to use them properly. And the personal trainer showed us, like, you know, how to bench press and, you know, how to do squats and how to just various things.
How to do squats? You didn't know how to do a squat
Not
before?
Properly. I want a Megan Thee Stallion booty.
Okay, Ma.
So, you know, I mean, I'm so far from it, but...
Megan Thee Stallion be running up hills, Ma. Like, she be running up those...
I know, but we were doing, like, steps and... We were doing a lot of stuff with the personal trainer.
Yeah, I miss it, Mom. I miss it.
Yeah, we were definitely doing a lot of step with the...
Would you ever go to a private gym?
Well, what do you consider a private... Well, he was kind of a private gym. He had a private gym.
Yeah, I guess. But, like, you know, like, they be having, like, that green, like, is that turf or whatever? Like, you know how... I don't know how to explain it. And it's just like...
Well, his is blue.
I mean, yeah.
So, technically, yes, I would.
But it wasn't really private, though? I mean, it was just smaller.
No, it was private. That's a private gym.
Okay.
Yeah, that's he's not like a franchise type thing. He has a private gym. So, yeah, I would definitely do that, you know. I plan to get back into personal trainer because it's cool. Mm-hmm. I do need that motivation. I need somebody to be pushing me. Like, when you want to give up, you know, that last rep and you just like, I can't do it no more. They be like,
That's the best type of pain, though.
Like, come on, you got 10 more. Come on, 10 more. So.
That's the best type, though. Like, I just remember, like, benching. Like, I get to that point where I'm just like, okay, I don't even want to, like, I can't push this no more. But, like, he would just be like, you know, keep going, so.
Yeah. But, absolutely. I would definitely do private personal training again. It's a good thing. Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe we're doing this.
Well, I believe it. Because we're here now. And, you know, you have to stay consistent and...
Like, it was really just a thought in my brain. Like, I didn't expect it to come to pass so
I think
quickly.
Some of the greatest inventions, experiences, you know, businesses, all of that started with a thought in somebody's brain. Just a little thought. And they say that's all you need. It's so important to keep our thoughts positive because, you know, negative thoughts really hinder growth in life, you know, and that, like I said, you know, the best businesses and experiences come from people's thoughts, you know.
We should do an icebreaker. Even though technically we're in the middle of the day.
An icebreaker for what?
I don't know. These are good questions.
Questions about what?
Just personal questions. They're personal questions.
Oh. Are you trying to get personal on the first episode?
I mean...
Like, real personal?
I guess. Why not?
So my daughter went and pulled out We're not really strangers. Which technically we are not. I mean, I created this one.
Okay. That don't mean you know everything, though.
I don't, because she really keeps a lot of stuff.
I just don't like to tell everybody stuff.
She keeps a lot of stuff hidden, which is fine. You know, you have to have some things that you keep to yourself. But I feel like, you know, like I'm that mom. You can tell that, but like anything to her. There's no judgments on here.
I don't feel uncomfortable about it. It's just I decide not to.
Yeah.
Just because. Like,
and you're entitled to that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Don't want to tell everyone to tell you. I guess.
So, what do you... Now she's shuffling.
Okay, I'm just trying to, like, you know, like, pick a card, any card. There we go. I'm scared. Read it.
Oh, Lord. This is a wild card.
Make an assumption?
Make an assumption about me.
Make an assumption about me, Mom.
No. I said it. You have to make an assumption about me.
assumption about you. I feel like I know a lot about you. I can't really answer that because I'm not some person, like just random stranger. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I'm saying, make an assumption.
Okay, that you don't always go for what you want. That's my assumption.
Okay, so that I don't always go for what I want. In pertaining to certain things that could be true, or that may be true.
I didn't want to make.
I do deep. Well. I mean, sometimes I talk myself out of things.
I think we all do that.
That I feel may not come to pass. And like I said, that's where the negative thought comes in, because it's like you didn't even give it a chance.
That's really me.
Exactly.
But not with everything. No.
To be, successful. And that could be relationships, with significant others. That could be going for a position that you may feel that you're not strong enough as a candidate for. It could be anything. And yeah, sometimes I do talk myself out of going for what I want because of those factors, And that's something, I'm a work in progress. I like to say that all the time, but I do work on myself. And that's probably the difference between me and some people out there. You could say you're a work in progress, but are you truly working on yourself to be better? And I can say that I have, definitely. I'm definitely different than I was a year ago, a few months ago, definitely 5 years ago. Oh, my God. You wouldn't even want to know who I was back then. But, so that's a good one.
See, I'm good at this.
Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out one for you, though.
For real? Oh, goodness. Don't hurt my little soul. I'm just kidding.
No. I feel like with you, this is my assumption about you, that you don't think you can do and be as great as you can.
I guess. I mean, I think a lot of times I'm just like I'm doubtful of myself. So like, I kind of, like you said, you talk yourself out of things that you really know that you are capable of doing, but yeah, it's kind of sad. Yeah. I don't really know what to say.
Well, the only thing I can say as a person...
It's not that I don't know that I can do things. It's that... Is this weird? Okay, I'm going to just say it. I'm afraid of what other people may think of what I do. And I think a lot about what other people think, which is kind of sad, because it's just like...
Yeah.
Are you thinking about what other people thinking? But it's like kind of it talks me out of doing a lot of things that I know I'm capable of doing.
Right. So basically you have to get to the point in your life where what other people think of you does not matter at all. It's what you think of yourself.
I know that.
And it's so strange because I'm the total opposite. I'm like the total, and I notice every one of my kids have that. And I think they get that from their dad.
Yeah. Because
people pleaser is really what he is. And I'm not saying that, to say that that's a bad thing. But what I am saying is you should not let that hinder you from, being your best, Because my thing has always been, as long as you try and you give your effort, your full effort, of what you feel you can give. And sometimes you do have to push yourself because, like I said, there's times when, you're like, I can't. I'm like, no, you can. You just have to do it.
I think it helps when you push me too, though. Because, like, I'll tell myself, nah, I don't want to do it. And I really won't do it. But I feel like if somebody else is encouraging me as well, it's like, okay, I can do it. Just do it, Angel. Like, it's not that hard. So.
Yeah. And you do, you have to, especially as a parent, when you see certain things in your children, even though they may not see it, you do have to kind of like push them. You have to enforce, this idea that you're great. Like, you know, you're great.
You kind of told me that today, though. Like you said, like we were talking. Were we talking about that in the car?
I don't know if that was that today or yesterday.
It might have been
when
yesterday.
You were being creative.
Okay. Yeah, that might. Yeah, I think that was yesterday.
Yeah.
But you're basically like, you know, oh my gosh, you can do it. Like you were encouraging me. So
everybody needs encouragement. Everybody needs encouragement. You know, and it's good to have people in your corner to encourage you. But what I can say is, if you don't have people in your corner to encourage you, you have to encourage yourself. You have to get to that place where, you know, they talk about affirmations a lot. Everybody talks about affirmations, you know, but it's real. It's like, you got to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm great.
Yeah. I literally have affirmations on my mirror just for that. Mm-hmm. So, and Bible verses on my wall.
Right. Every day, you know, say something positive to yourself every day. What I've started doing, because like I said, my memory is not the greatest. Oh my goodness. I ask Siri to to remind me when at a specific time every morning when I know because I'm that person that I turn over and reach for my phone. So I know I'm going to see it at the specific time every morning, because most likely it'll be there before I wake up. And what I have Siri remind me is that today is gonna be a wonderful day. Like I said, my memory is not the best, but it's there every morning, and I recite it every single morning, you know, and I'm gonna recite it until it truly becomes a part of me. And what I'm realizing in my life is my children waking up, I'm waking up.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great day just because that happened.
I do that every morning. I thank God for my breath, my family's breath, for us being alive and well. And then I go on my phone and go on the Bible app.
So. Yeah, so, you know, we are blessed to be able to share just a little bit of who we are, the bond that we have. You know, we'll get into more of that as the episodes go along. But, you know, that's a blessing, because I did not have that with my mom.
What?
Just a bond. Yeah, no, I didn't have that. So that's just a blessing in itself, you know. But yeah, this is the I Don't Know But podcast.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're really doing this. Like, this is so cool, and I'm really grateful that I get to do it with you, because honestly, I mean, only two people I thought of doing this with, you and my best friend. So,
well, you know I'm your best friend.
I mean, you are my best friend,
but not best friend. Like, I'm not gonna tell her what's right and wrong. Like, we ain't partying and clubbing.
Mom, my best friend don't party and club with me, Mom.
But what I'm saying is, there's boundaries, okay? There's boundaries, but I do believe that you should have, you know, open
conversations.
Open door policies with your kids, open conversations, no judgment zones. They should feel safe, you know. They should feel safe coming to you and telling you anything, any and everything. You know, and like I said, some things she want to keep to herself, that's fine. Yes. It's going to come out anyway.
You have to be,
but one thing I do know with this one, actually with all my kids, I can't just say her. I know when something's wrong with them, but I wait. I just wait for them to tell me. Now, sometimes I got to force it out. But most of the times I wait, and then it'd be like, yeah, I already knew, but I just wanted you to, you know, express it. So that's the good thing. That's God. When I tell you God gives mamas maternal instincts, it is real. And if you don't have it, you might want to sit with God and ask him why. Because something isn't right. Okay. He definitely gives us maternal instincts. And if you're around your kids and you care enough, you will see if something's wrong. They may not want to tell you. They may lie in your face and be like, oh, no, I'm good. But there's something on the inside of you that's like, nah, something's up. You ain't look like that 2 minutes ago. Why your face changed?
I just remember one time he came in my room. He was like, "Are you sad?" I was like, "No." I was really sad, but that was
I know.
Like,
and I don't force it. Like, I'm not. It's almost like when you go to a store and all you want to do is browse, and the person, the associate, sales associate, whatever, just keeps coming up to you. Can I help you with something? Can I help you with something? Can I help you? And it's just like, I just want to browse. I just want to look around. I might or may or may not buy something, but can I just have the peace to look around? It's the same thing with your kids. It's like, you check on them. You okay? You seem a little off. Nah, I'm good, Mom. I'm okay. I'm fine. Okay, you don't want to talk about it right now.
Yeah,
you'll come to me when
that's usually how I am.
Yeah, you'll come to me when you're ready to purchase.
Purchase? That's crazy.
I'm giving I'm just a description of how it can relate to shopping. You go in, you just want to browse or whatever, and when you're ready to purchase, thank you for asking. But I'll let you know when I'm ready to purchase.
Yeah.
So I just it's like a little check-in. But if I'm really feeling something, I will push a little bit. But if they don't, I'm not going to be like, oh, no, you're going to tell me and you're going to tell me right now. I want to know what's wrong with you. I'm not going to do that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's it for today. Thank you guys for listening. One day you may be watching. Who knows?
Yeah, we plan on, taking this over. You can listen to it on YouTube. You can listen to this podcast on
in your car,
Spotify, Amazon Music,
going to school,
Apple Podcasts, and various others.
Literally.
We have social media accounts as well. And
that will be all linked in the description.
Right. So you can listen to this at your leisure whenever you feel like it. If you just want some heartfelt, heartwarming
laughter,
sometimes comedic episodes, we'll give that to you as well. And we will be starting a podcast. It's going to be under the same name, but I guess Bible study series.
On
Wednesday. So. And we'll let you know the time posting.
It's going to be interesting because the Bible is very, very, very intriguing.
What I can say about the Bible, it literally is the living word, because we'll talk about this on the first episode, because we're going to go from Genesis to Revelation. But I read something today, and I promise you that thing was not in there before. So it changed. And I do, I always realize when reading the Bible, according to how you feel is how you're going to interpret what you read. So you can read one verse,
you can read it
feeling a certain way one day, go to that same verse a year later, feeling a totally different way, and it is totally different from what you got the first time.
That's what I was trying to tell you this morning.
No, the words changed. Okay,
no, it
the
did
words
not.
Changed. Listen,
it did not.
I promise you, my memory is bad, but it ain't that bad. The words changed, but we'll go into that. We'll go into that next week.
It did not change.
Next week, next Wednesday.
Look how dingy and old.
No. I'm telling. It's the Mandela effect. It is the Mandela effect. My Bible, I looked it up. NIV, KJV. Them words changed. It was not like that
you
years
just
ago.
Missed it.
No.
Yes.
No, it's the Mandela effect. If y'all know anything about the Mandela effect,
a lot of stuff.
A lot of this stuff has changed over the years. If you don't know about the Mandela effects, Google it. I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
This Bible changed.
That's
word
what
to
you call
change.
it.
But we'll go into that. We'll go into that next week. So, thank you again for listening to the I Don't Know But podcast.
Bye.
See you next.
Why am I always yelling?